Today I'm going to show you how to create your very own logo for YouTube in Canva. Canva is a free online tool and you don't need to be a designer or an artist to use it. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to create your own logo. Anyone can do this, I promise. Start by going to canva.com. You're going to pick a template, so go to Marketing, then Logos. You're going to create a blank logo which is 500 by 500 pixels. I'm going to use my Coding for Everyone channel initials as a starting point. The first thing I'm going to do is add a text box, and I'm going to type a capital letter C. I want to make the font larger, so I'll go to Font Size and click the plus sign until it almost fills up the entire canvas. You can center it too, just by dragging the layer. If you see a red or magenta line, that means it's centered horizontally. Keep making it bigger by clicking the plus sign. Let's try a different font, one that's a little wider. I'll try League Spartan. I like that one. Since my channel is a coding channel, I want to make it look a little bit modern. I might even try to find one that looks robotic, like Roboto. But that's kind of old school robotic, so let's leave that the way it is. Okay, let's make another letter. I'm going to add another text box. This one is going to be the number 4. Let's move the C over a little bit to make room for the 4. Remember, on YouTube, the logo is round, so it will cut off the corners a bit. An easier way to resize is just to drag the handles. The 4 looks good kind of nested inside the C. I'm going to add another text box. Over here, click the text icon. Then type a capital E. Now I'm going to resize that E text box too. That one isn't letting me grab it. Sometimes it's hard when it's small to grab the right handle. So I'm going to increase the font size by clicking the plus sign. If I grab this one, it'll resize. Let's move this one over here. And I want the E the same size as the C, so I'll go until I get the magenta line. Then another magenta line that's dotted down here, which shows me they're the same height. Now you can move it over with the cursor. Or, if you only want to move left or right, you can use the right and left arrow keys, and you can do the same thing with the up and down arrow keys to move a layer up or down. I want them touching, so let's move the 4 over a little bit more. Okay, so now the E is covering the 4, which means I can't grab the 4. I'm trying to highlight the 4 and select it, but it won't work because it's behind the E. The letters are placed in layers with the last one added being on top. The last one I added was E, which means it's going to be on top. So what I can do is click on these 3 dots here and choose Layer and then Send Backward. That will just send it 1 layer backward, so then it'll be behind the 4 but still on top of the C. Okay, now I should be able to grab the 4. There we go. I'm just going to drag this out a little bigger and then move it over using the arrow keys and make sure this one is just touching the 4. Alright, now I'm not sure how that's going to look. I might have to even move the E in closer. But first, let's pick our colors. Canva has brand kits that you can use, but you have to purchase a pro membership. So you can start out with some of their default colors. I like bright colors because they stand out better. So let's just pick some bright colors and see how they look. If you have uploaded a photo or have other items in your project, then those colors will show up here. You can add a palette, but like I said, that requires a pro subscription, which I don't have. Let's make the C this purple color, and then the 4 is going to be lime green. I feel like that really pops. But the circular shape on the YouTube logo is going to cut off the corners of my E, so I want to move this E until it's actually touching the 4. I'm overlapping just the little protrusion here on the 4. All right, let's see how that looks. Here's a quick overview of some of the menu items. Elements include things like shapes and images you can add to your design. Draw gives you drawing tools like pens and paintbrushes. Your uploads are images you've uploaded. See, these are uploads that I use for my other projects. That was actually a painting I did for an art class. I'm using almost the same colors. Text allows you to type text or select from a list of pre-made text elements. Now for a background color. All right, here we go. Background. I just want a solid black background, so I'll choose black, and it's looking pretty good. I feel like this purple could be a brighter purple though. Actually, that looks nice. Better than the black. I like it. If you want to move all of the layers, see how they're not centered vertically? If you want to move all of them together, you just hold down the Shift key and click each layer, and then you can move them all together using the arrow keys. Unfortunately, when you do use the arrow keys, you do not get that line showing up to show you if it's in the middle or not, so I'm just going to eyeball it. That looks pretty good to me. There we have our logo. Now all you need to do is download it. You don't have to click Save because it saves every time you make a change. To download your file, go to Share, then Download. Then choose PNG. It's a little bit higher resolution than JPEG. I'm going to not limit the file size. All of these are Canva Pro features, so just leave them as they are and click Download, and then it will start downloading. You can see we've got our file here. And there you go. That's how you make a logo in Canva for your YouTube channel. Like I told you, anyone can do it. Thanks for watching.